Most traders are not losing money because they cannot find a setup. They lose money because they enter the market before understanding what type of environment they're actually trading in. And this is one of the most expensive mistakes a trader can make, because a strategy is not profitable just because the pattern looks correct. The market context around the pattern determines everything. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Look at the XAUUSD trading chart. The market has been moving lower. You can clearly see sellers have been controlling price, lower highs, lower lows, a consistent bearish structure. Then suddenly buyers step in, price starts pushing higher, the most recent swing high gets broken, and this is where many traders immediately assume the market has changed. They see the structure break and think buyers have taken control, the downtrend is finished, the market is reversing, so they mark the resistance zones, they wait for confirmation, and once price breaks above that level, they execute the long trade. From a technical perspective, the decision looks reasonable, but now look deeper. A structure break only tells you that price moved beyond the previous level. It does not automatically tell you who has control of the market. This is where many traders confuse price movement with market strength. A candle moving higher is simply a result. The real question is, what created the movement? Was there enough buying pressure behind it? Were buyers strong enough to continue observing selling pressure? Or was price simply moving higher temporarily because sellers were taking profits and liquidity was sitting above previous highs? Because markets are not moved by candles. Markets are moved by the interactions between buyers and sellers. Every price movement is a battle between supply and demand. When buyers aggressively enter the market and sellers cannot observe that pressure, price expands upward. That creates genuine bullish momentum. But when price moves higher without a strong participation, the move can fail quickly. This is why experienced traders do not look at a structure break and immediately think direction changed. They ask, did control actually change? Those are two completely different things. And in this example, the answer becomes clear. Price breaks the structure, but there is not enough bullish continuation behind the move. The market rejected the breakout. The previous bearish pressure returns, and eventually a long position reaches the stop loss. Now the important lesson is not that structure breaks are useless. Structure breaks are important. They give us information, but they are only one part of the market story. A professional trader does not make decisions from one event. They combine structure, momentum, trend direction, and market behavior, because the market is not a collection of random candles. It is a continuous auction between buyers and sellers. Now look at the second example. Here price is moving sideways. At first glance, it might look like there are many opportunities. Price reaches the lower area, maybe buy. Price reaches the upper area, maybe sell. But look deeper. What is the market actually telling us? Neither buyers nor sellers are able to create sustained control. Every move higher is being met with the selling pressure. Every move lower is being met with a buying pressure. The market is balanced. This is a range, and ranges are dangerous for traders who are looking for constant action, because movement exists but direction does not. Now, to help us measure this momentum, we use the RSI indicator. But the important thing is understanding what we're measuring. We're not using RSI as a simple overbought or oversold tool. We're not looking for RSI is high, so sell, RSI is low, so buy. For this strategy, we adjust RSI settings. We disable the normal RSI option. We use the RSI-based MA option because it provides a smoother measurement of momentum. The upper band is set to 56, the lower band is set to 45, and the default length remains at 14. But remember, these numbers are not the strategy. The strategy is understanding what market is communicating through those zones. After applying these settings, we create 3 momentum areas. Now let's look at this on gold 15-minute chart. Here, RSI is sitting inside the mid zone. Before looking at price, this already tells us something important. Momentum is unclear. Now look at the price chart. You can see the market is moving sideways. The price action confirms what the RSI is showing. There is no dominant force. This is not place where we force execution. This is where we wait. Now watch what happens next. RSI moves below the lower zone. The balance begins shifting. Selling pressure increases. Now look at the XAUUSD. Price also starts moving lower. A moment, measurement, and price behavior are now aligned. Not because the indicator predicts the future, but because the market itself is showing a change in control between buyers and sellers. And this is the foundation of this strategy. Understanding the market first, executing second. This is the type of alignment we are looking for. Momentum and price direction are working together. Now RSI helps us understand the market condition, but we still need a second trading tool for actual setup. That tool is the Swing Army ATR Trend indicator. This indicator helps us identify the current trend direction. When the ribbon is green, it shows bullish condition and uptrend. When the ribbon is red, it shows bearish condition and downtrend. For settings, we use ATR period 30 and ATR factor 5. And inside the style settings, we disable all options except the FIB options and the plot options. Now let's move into the actual trading rules. The strategy is used on the XAUUSD 15-minute time frame. For a buy setup, we first need price action to be above the green ribbon. This tells us the market is on an uptrend. But we do not enter immediately, we wait. Price needs to pull back toward the green band. This pullback is important because we are looking for a better entry location instead of chasing price after it already moved. Now the next question, does this pullback have high potential? This is where we check the RSI. During the pullback, if RSI moves between the lower band, this tells us something important. The market temporarily lost bearish momentum during the pullback. But instead of seeing this as weakness, we use it to identify a potential opportunity. The pullback has created a reset. Now we wait for the RSI to break above the upper band. This shows the bullish momentum has returned. This is our confirmation for entry. After entering, risk management becomes priority. The stop loss goes below the most recent swing low. This protects the trade in case the market proves our idea wrong. The take profit target is set to 2 times the amount we risk, because the goal is not to win every trade. The goal is to survive, stay consistent, and make sure one losing trade does not damage your account. For a sell trade, the logic is simply the opposite.